His Holiness Swami Isha, Honorable Vice Chancellors, dignitaries, and the educators, students who are present here. I am from Technical University, West Bengal University of Technology. So it's my honor that this trust, Isha Viswa Prajnana Trust, has invited me to stand here and to share some of my thoughts with you. So just my presentation will be brief, and I'm going to share with you that as a Vice Chancellor of a technical university, that the kind of experience that I have or that you are gathering regarding this education. Now, the theme of this today's educational talk, as it has been written, inspiring the next generation. Let me start changing here. Education is not needed only for the next generation. Education is a lifelong process. Education is needed for everybody. We heard Swamiji, we are enriched. So this is education for us. The education should be for everybody. It should be a lifelong process. And that is what this new education policy is trying to emphasize. Now, let me share with you. The students come to university at an age more than 18 years. By that time, they're adult. So what is meant by this education? Who to teach? First thing is that whether it is a child, whether it is an adult, or whether it is a senior persons like us, our Vedanta, our Upanishad, it has told us we are Amritasya Putra. We are the children of this immortality. So we are the part of this holiness. So can we teach ourselves? Can we teach others? Because a person has born here as a part of immortality. He is born with this immense potential. Then what is the role of the education here? What education is? I think the Swami Vivekananda, more than 100 years ago, he very clearly defined what education is. It is the manifestation of perfection already in man. Already in man, because every man, every human being is actually part of perfection. He has born here with this perfection. The role of education, it means that this education should be a process. It is a process so that the learner do understand that he or she is a part of perfection, and the role of this educationist is to unfold that. Now the question is that we are the educationist. Most of you are educationists here, senior persons. Do we really know how to unfold a feeling among the students that he or she is a part of perfection? It is difficult. Because we are part of a kind of educational system. We, all of us, are part of educational system. We did not get that education. We got only technical educations. At the university, at the technical university, the students stay with us for about 6 hours, on average 5 to 6 hours. Most of the times, the course, the curriculum that we taught, they are very much technical. So through this technical educational system or curriculum, can I or can we, all of us, can teach them what is called this total consciousness? It's a question. It's an eternal question. What is consciousness? I think this question was raised in the morning. To most of us, when we talk about this consciousness, it appears that it's a basically philosophical term. It could be a simply awareness about our surroundings, about myself. Let me try to explain in my own way, technical way, because I am from a technical university. Uh, the modern technology is very much uh, looking forward to have a driverless car. Why we need a driverless car? I have come from Kolkata. Miraji is very kind. She has arranged a taxi for me. But suppose there is no taxi, only at the airport. Then I will look for a driver. But if there is a driverless car and if the cars are there, simply I can just get a ticket from any of this counter. I can enter into this car. The car can put me in the destination. I do not need the driver. So naturally, it's a desire. This technology will be helpful for everybody. Google has already made it, although it is not in the market, because nobody is actually venturing that whether at all or how much accident there could be. But definitely that one day the technology will be advanced enough to bring it in this car. Now if you just think about, because all of the educated people are sitting here, how or on what is the mechanism for a driverless car? A driverless car should have multiple number of sensors. So it will try to sense its environment. It will try to create an internal map. And the software that it has, this algorithm, it will tell that based on this environment, the kind of signals that these different detectors are receiving, it can find its own path. So accordingly, it will give its instruction to its steering. So it means that this driverless car, where this modern technology is involved, where this artificial intelligence is involved, basically it is involved with a kind of intelligence, some kind of this cognizance, cognitive power as well. But it does not have consciousness. What it has is this mechanical consciousness. Now, what is the human consciousness? I give again my example. I start in the morning in a weekend and decide to go to my friend's house. After driving some time, I immediately remember in the office a lot of work is pending, and unless I finish it today, that is going to affect the interest of many people. What should I do? So I am a kind of dilemma. I can go to my friend's house, or maybe first I can finish my office work and then I can go to my friend's house. This is consciousness. A mechanical object, an AI, any technology cannot have any consciousness. Having said this, the first consciousness, that is my decision, it again depends on this kind of education that we have got. The education that we have got from our parents, the education that we have got from our environment, the education that we have got from this university. I already told that students stay in the university only for these 6 hours. Even to the colleges is also like that. So kind of this human education, these values, becoming compassionate, this education university teachers cannot give. Very clearly, this is because my feeling. Why it cannot be given? I am giving again a data. I have seen that in the last examination, that is which is completed in the month of July, nearly 80% of the students in the technical university, they have opted for computer science. Among the rest 20%, they are distributed among these other subjects. Why it is so? Because there is better job for earning money. So it means that this education, when the students they are coming to college or school, it is basically driven by this social need. So what education the colleges or these universities will be given, it will very much depend on our society. So unless we change the values of our society, and that change comes from the parents only. So that's why this education for this next generation, no. Education is needed for this all generations. Unless the parents are educated, unless the society is basically enriched with these human values, technical education in the university or the colleges, it will not give anything. I say at this age, there is the role of this His Holiness. So the kind of education sir, actually that you've spread, that is needed. We are fortunate that we have born in India. Many social reformers have come here. More than 100 years ago, that is on 1882, you all know that Swami Vivekananda came to this region, what is known as this Kanyakumarika, this Vivekananda rock. He meditated there for 3 days. Through this meditation, he got this realization what his teacher taught him. Teacher in his local language told him in Bengali, Khali pete dharma hoy na. If your stomach is empty, no religion can be taught, no religion can be propagated. So basics of this education, what Shantadi, the Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University, she is a teacher, that she teaches about the basics of this nourishment. So that is required. So it means this fundamental of this education is that we need to have a society where people are not hungry. So it is not this role of this only educator, but the policy makers, the government. They also need to take the responsibility. So education is holistic. It is not only that this teacher is going to tell you, but the whole society needs to be educated. Thank you very much. Sir, on your birthday, we just look for your blessings, okay, for the betterment of the society. Thank you.